Welcome, everyone, for another exciting issue of GenMeta, a Masks a New Generation actual play series. I am your editor in chief. I am your game master, what have you. And I will first get into introducing everyone and then a quick recap because it's been a couple weeks since we've seen each other. Hope you had a quiet or at least limited drama Thanksgiving. You know, now we'll start with let's go with Cryptid.
Okay. Hello, I'm Cryptid. I have to speak very softly because there's a child napping in the next room over. I am playing the Hound, aka Daniel Price, with the Reformed playbook.
Fantastic. I'll let you decide who goes next.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Arkai.
Damn it. All right. Fair enough. Hello, all. I am Arkai. I am playing as Reese Hopkins, or otherwise known as Leviathan, through the Transformed playbook.
All right. Toss it up.
Blackwell.
Hey, how's everyone doing? My name is Blackwell. You're every man in the D&D and TTRPG verse. I'm playing Zachariah Holloway, also known as Orion, and I'm using the Jonas playbook. I think the last person would be Dice.
Oh,
Also, I know you said Jonas, but it sounded like you said jaundice.
It did a little bit.
I am playing liver disease. Welcome.
I mean, if it happened...
To be fair, if we get to the point where we can drink legally, I'm abusing it.
This game will go that long, but fair.
You don't know that.
I don't. Hi, I'm Dice. I am playing Cassandra, aka Pyrrha, and I am using the Doomed playbook.
Fantastic. I am Revelry. I am your and once again, I am your editor in chief, your game master, what have you. I'm playing literally everyone else in this world. And before we get into issue 3, let's talk about what happened in issue 2. Now, following a lead from Hound's contact, the Mad Magpie, the team has tracked the villainous Tsar Bomba to a biomedical research facility on the edge of Zephyr City. This research facility belongs to Festus Industries, and coincidentally, one person very close to Leviathan happens to be working there. A German doctor by the name of Arcturus, who happened to drop his ID badge, and the Hound so graciously picked it up for him and arranged a way for them to get into the facility and return the badge to him. Because Hound is just such a nice person like that to return lost property.
Yeah, that was the plan all along.
Some things went according to plan, some didn't. Pyrrha ended up scaring the living daylights out of a couple of guards, and the team got separated. Woo! I am out into the ether now.
You said separated and he did.
Yep. Forgive us, folks. Arkai's having a bit of internet connectivity issues.
Time to play shuffleboard.
Yeah. He will be back, hopefully. But the team got separated with Pyrrha and Hound well on their way into the sub basement, where Leviathan and Orion found Tsar Bomba, who was being experimented on by Dr. Arcturus. Tsar Bomba injected himself with some sort of strange glowing ooze that seemed to heal his damaged limbs as well as imbue him with certain powers. I think hopefully we can get before we get into that, let's check in on Pyrrha and Hound.
Okay.
Because you found yourself heading into the sub basement after taking the security guard's ID badge and using it to access a level that did not have a button on the elevator.
And their weapons. Don't forget their weapons. We took those too.
Very important to remember that we took their weapons.
Yes, you took both of their collapsible batons and their tasers. Those are important. Are any conversation happening during the ride down?
I mean, I'm probably not saying anything just because she kind of hurt some people. She's not feeling super.
Sensing the awkward silence, Hound is just sort of standing there for a while, awkwardly going like da 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 da. So, this elevator's taking a while.
Yep. Yep. I didn't kill them. Okay, they're fine.
Oh yeah, I know. No, I wasn't worried about that. I also checked their pulses, so like we're good. I have a pretty good eye for people who would take things a step too far, and you're not one of them.
Don't mean to. Sometimes not like I don't want to. Like with Sarbomba. What he did to Emily. I could probably kill him, you know? Just need to touch him.
I think that's when the elevator opens.
Hey, before we go, don't do anything you'd regret after tonight, okay?
So I guess we would get off the elevator at this point and see.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting off the elevator, and you actually found yourself in a laboratory. The sorry, mind blanked for a second. So it's a lab. There's a lot of different equipment that you're not really familiar with. Um, lots of tubes and filled with samples and a whole bunch of different stuff. There's a computer that seems to be on. Um, but all in all, it seems very late, and this place is. Welcome back.
Thank God.
And this place is pretty empty.
Can I get on the computer and see if I could find any information about what was going on in this facility?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me plus superior. To hack the computer.
Do-do-do.
Six.
So that is a failure. So mark potential, my friend, as you try to, as you see a password and you put in password 1 and are immediately locked out.
Solid.
I'm not a hacker, okay? I'm just...
It is then that you hear a...
Shot?
No. You don't hear a gunshot. You hear a boom.
Big-a boom.
Big-o boom.
Big-a boom.
As Orion, Leviathan, I'm going to need you to roll something for me.
So the crazy part is, I need to go grab my dice. I forgot they're in the other room.
The suspense. Go grab them.
Well, he goes and gets him. What am I rolling for?
You are rolling to take a powerful blow.
Oh.
Roll plus any conditions you have.
You
Plus any conditions, which I don't believe I have any currently. Which works
Alrighty.
for me.
Then it is a flat roll.
All right. 11.
That's good.
Oh,
That's good.
that is bad.
Yeah.
What?
Because when you roll to take a powerful blow, you want to roll low.
Oh, God.
So,
Okay.
Orion, I need you to roll to take a powerful blow. Roll plus any conditions you have, and hope you roll low.
I don't have any conditions, actually.
Then it is a flat roll.
So just a D6?
2d6.
2D6, and it has to be low. We're going to use the new dice I got. Okay. That's a 9.
I'm dead.
That is a 9.
Potential, at least?
That is still a partial for taking a powerful blow. So powerful blows, when you take them, you really want to roll low. So you want to roll a 6 or below, ideally. Orion, choose one. As an explosion of power emerges from Tsar Bombas' new mutated form, and knocks both you and Leviathan back. Either lash out verbally, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on them. Give ground to your opponent. Your opponent gets an opportunity. Or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
This fight's going so well already.
It's like I'm stuck between taking 2 conditions or lashing out verbally. Oh, one moment. We're going to make this real simple. Do. Yeah, we're going to lash out verbally.
God damn it.
Okay.
You only have one person to lash out at.
Good luck. Let's upset the big angry monster man.
Who rolled
Which,
an 11?
Which,
Yeah.
yes, we'll get into your result in a second, Leviathan. Orion, how are you lashing out verbally as this explosion rocks you?
I think Leviathan would just hear, like, as he's getting knocked back, just this gasp of air coming from Orion, because, never been hit like something like this before.
Oh yeah, this is fire. This is concussive force. This hurts.
And I think with that, with like whatever breath he can find, he's just going to say, like, essentially just scream out, "Charge!"
All right. So, Leviathan, you were in front of Orion. You took the brunt of this. And you're hearing him yell charge while you're getting a face full of explosion. You rolled an 11.
Yes.
You have 3 options. Either remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. Lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Or choose 2 options from the 7 to 9 list.
Let's see. Let us investigate that list, shall we? See if it's anything savable in this particular situation.
We're doing great.
It's not good. This is no good. Let's see. I'll leave this one up to editor in chief discretion, but I'll roll with the second one.
You will lose your powers. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this ought to be good.
Fantastic.
It's good RP maneuver. Let's go.
I'm
Why do I
in
feel like
danger.
Why do I
You
feel like
are in
I'm
danger.
gonna have to put
Way to
him
go,
down
Ralph.
to level?
So, as so the explosion rocks this lab, turning it from what was a pristine like medical center into a fiery hellscape. This place is shook. Pyrrha and Hound follow and go through the hole that where once was a door to find Orion just on the ground again, back against the wall, putting out bits of his suit that are on fire, and a slowly healing from multiple severe burns. Leviathan. But Leviathan, you see on the ground, on the far side of the room, your father figure, your closest friend before meeting the rest of the team, is semi-buried under a pile of rubble. Some bad singes on his legs, things, and various bits of his clothes are burned and smoldering, and he does not appear to be moving.
And this week sucks.
Which is why I am not only you just start to see red as you look at Zarbamba, who now is who kind of looks like Craven the Hunter if instead of a lion's mane around his neck, it's just fire. And and like his arms are also like covered in like various sparking bits of fire, like crackling. He looks to be completely like mutated into this living explosion ready to release its energy.
Let's
And
go.
you let out a primal roar as you go to charge at him. Now, before we make any moves, we're about to encounter a very special mechanic for our team. Yeah. When you enter a battle against a foe as a team, you will add 2 to the team pool. The team pool is a resource that lets you add a +1 to any of your rolls as long as you are making a move as a team. Or, if you want to act selfishly, you can take one from the team pool. But there are special questions that go on with this team mechanics when facing a rather dangerous foe like Zarbamba. Who is the leader in this situation?
This situation?
Not
Orion,
In
what do
this
you
fight-
think?
In this fight, who is the leader?
It's a good question. Because I think
That
there was
is-
one who wanted to step up and take a mantle, but I don't know if that's in this particular instance if that's necessarily applicable. So
I don't think
let's
it's me. I
say
don't
let's
think it's me.
hash that out a little.
I don't think it's me.
I honestly
Alright.
think running into this situation and just seeing Leviathan do a primal roar, I think it's one of those instances where it's just, and he's in charge.
So more to
Okay.
So
everyone's
we're going. Got it.
so everyone's
Okay.
just pointing at me. Cool. I
also-
guess I'll be the leader.
Also, a fun thing. One team is added to the pool at the start of every session. So with this, we already have 5 in the team pool. Oh, this is session 3. We're going into a fight against a dangerous foe. We added 2. You have 5 to the team pool. Now, does the leader have influence over every teammate?
Not currently.
I think the only one I have influence over is Leviathan.
You established that Leviathan is the leader in this
Yeah.
situation.
Sorry.
So does Leviathan have influence over Orion and the Hound?
No.
No.
I know Leviathan has influence over Pyrrha.
Hmm.
All right. So we will not add another to the team pool. Does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
Does he?
I
Show
don't
it.
believe so.
My initial idea has kind of got thrown to the wind. So
Your literal lizard brain has taken over.
Komodo dragon, let's go.
I think your leader is out for blood, and the rest of the team are kind of conflicted on whether or not they should just stop Leviathan or capture Tsar Bomba. So we will not add another team to the pool. Does any member of the team mistrust the leader or the team?
Mistrust? No. Have confidence that we're making clear and rational decisions?
No.
No.
Okay. Because if anyone mistrusted the leader or the team, we would remove one from the pool. If your team is ill-prepared or off-balance, remove one from the team. Our
Yeah,
team
that
pool is
fits.
out at
Agree
4.
Yeah,
That fits.
The team pool is at 4.
I did made it.
It's fine. So the team pool is at 4. You have a +1 to add to any 4 team moves that you do working together for anything. Now, diving headlong into this fight, I believe, unless you have a different idea, Leviathan, I think you should roll to directly engage a threat. So roll
Let's
plus
see.
danger.
Plus, I can do that. I think. Danger.
Danger.
That's a total of 12.
That is a 12. Fantastic. So you get to pick 2 from the list. As you and Zarbomba, like, you start trying to claw and bite at Zarbomba, and he is just throwing explosive punches into your body. Like, it's a very weird, like very primal fight between you two. He's getting body shots in, and you're slashing at him and trying to chomp his face off. You can resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think
You may pick 2.
circumstantially. Yeah, I think circumstantially, I'll be with resisting or avoiding blows, and in this attempt, this is frightening the opposition.
All right.
Solo goal oriented at the moment.
All right. So you are solo oriented at the moment, and yeah, as he just, like, starts trying to, like, throw explosions in your face, avoiding you're avoiding him, you're wiping at him with your massive tail. And at one point he goes to put an explosion, and you almost snap his hand off. And are you trying to surprise or frighten him?
Frighten.
Frighten. You almost snap his hand off and, like, whap him with your tail into a bit of equipment that crashes, and go to make another charge. I'm going to say that this will incur the afraid condition on him, and in fear, he is going to throw out another explosion towards you as you charge. Basically doing the, like, Hulk sonic boom clap in front of him, and, like, throwing a concussive explosive wave forward at you. I would like you to roll to take another powerful blow. And this is plus your angry condition.
Let's see. That's so -2 for this,
No, it's plus.
or +2.
It's no.
Well.
To take a powerful blow, you
Plus
roll
1 per condition.
+1 per condition.
Yeah. So 1 condition. I rolled 5 plus 1 is 6.
6. That is a good roll for taking a powerful blow. Oh, that is a miss. Mark potential as normal. You
Yay.
stand strong. And tell me, how do you weather this blow?
I think in this particular instance, I think it'll just be arms raised and have the brunt of it disperse across a larger area, thus allowing it to continue through and carry its momentum through.
All right, fantastic. And I'll say that, yeah, that's going on. The rest of the team, what are you doing? Seeing this holy hell kind of a brawl going on between Tsar Bomba and Leviathan. Bomba looking so much different than when you last saw him. He could make explosives, but now they look to be generating from him. He seems to have become a metahuman.
Oh, good. He is the bomb. Super.
Don't compliment him like that.
I'm
You
glad
don't
you
need
made,
this.
I'm glad you made the joke because I was just about to.
I feel like am I like suddenly having flashbacks to that vision from earlier?
Yeah.
Great. Is it pretty obvious now who had the rage?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I need to do an assess the situation, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
if that's
my brain knows what I would do first, but I don't know if I need to roll to assess the situation or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rolling to assess the situation is a move that you can do. If you want to roll to assess the situation, absolutely roll to assess the situation.
Okay. Again. Wait, plus superior.
Yep.
Great.
It's a brainy move.
Well, I know it's a brainy move, but fortunately, with a -1 to superior, I'm skating by with a 7.
All right. So you get to ask one question.
And fortunately, some of these questions, like, what here is the biggest threat? Oh, gee, I wonder.
One of 2 things.
You're not a threat to me.
You don't know that.
What here is in the greatest danger? Pretty sure the civilian. Now, so the question I want to ask is, how could we best end this quickly?
You can best end this quickly by getting Bomba away from the best way to end this quickly is get Bomba away from Leviathan, because Leviathan is out for blood, and if your mission is to be heroes and capture the villain, you're gonna need to get the villain away from the berserking
The whole
lizard
monster?
man.
Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, I actually feel like Pyrrha's first concern would be the bleeding man on the ground.
Fair enough.
So I think what she would do first is kind of create like a stretcher almost, like just like kind of like one of the army stretchers, and just basically like lift him out and move him as far towards the elevator as possible.
Okay. I feel like because I did describe him as like half buried in rubble.
Oh, missed that part. Okay.
That in order to do all of
And it's gone.
and you've removed
Oh, and he's
Leviathan
back?
from the situation.
I'm back.
He's
That's
back.
fine.
Well-
I'm pretty sure I didn't remove Leviathan from the situation, but if he is buried
It's
in
not
rubble,
my fault, I swear.
if he
So
is buried in rubble, maybe I should.
To I would say to like get him out and in like one move. Let's say you roll to unleash your powers a bit.
I just misunderstood that he was buried. I
Yeah.
don't know that I have the only way I could think to do it is like to basically like create a small bubble around him and expand it, maybe to get all the rubble off of him. But the other option is to straight up take ropes and try to separate the two. Not worry about the civilian, but just
Up to you. In the meantime, Orion, Hound, anything that you want to do while Pyrrha is deciding her next move?
I think I would be trying to help as well. Like, if I saw the guy that was also in the room, like try to assist in some way to get him out from under the rubble.
Okay.
I think part of what I would do is quickly look at Hound and Orion and say, you want the big guy or the little guy?
I think Orion, as he's like catching his breath, he gestures towards the man that's under the rubble and starts making his way over to him to like start lifting the stuff off of him.
Pyrrha's gonna try to focus on separating the two.
Okay.
This will be
Hound?
interesting.
I think Hound, being the only person here without powers, is going to not involve himself in the fight of a monster and Leviathan. Will instead go to assist Orion with the civilian.
The kaiju fight, help me.
It is literally. It is. Well, it is almost Godzilla versus Kong.
That's not good. That's not good for anybody.
If Kong was not an ape and was in fact just a big Russian dude with exploding fists. So Godzilla versus Zangief.
Poor
Godzilla, almost sized Zangief.
Yeah.
So my brain is saying separate the two with a literal barrier, but I need to know how they're connected currently to know if it's that or I'm throwing ropes over everyone pulling away from each other.
So they are currently in like a brawl style situation. Throwing fists. Like you see you see Leviathan literally put Tsar Bomba in a spine buster and just slam him down on the ground. Before Tsar Bomba like kicks him in the chest, and those and like an explosion and rockets him back. Like a bit.
Yeah, this is effectively
like
the Hulk versus Bakugo for those who are familiar. This is about as
Alright.
close as we're getting.
In a moment where they are not connected physically.
fantastic.
Basically, Odaluk's resilient sphere around Zarbamba. Basically.
Okay. So as this magic as you put up a barrel to interrupt this WWE hardcore match between Zarbamba and Leviathan, still still in a bit of a rage. You still have the angry condition, Leviathan. What are you doing now that Zarbamba seems to be like in a bubble, just trying to punch his way out?
Oh, I'm gonna make that shit opaque.
So it's clear?
No, opaque.
Opaque is
the opposite.
the opposite of clear.
It's
Okay.
I am trying to remove the triggering thing.
Okay, so you suddenly just see him disappear behind a wall of color.
Like deep blue, basically.
Hmm.
And I'm going to start walking toward Leviathan. Totally pulling the Black Widow. Hey, big guy.
Okay.
Terrible.
Effective.
First, I'm going to need you to roll to unleash your powers for this.
Uh-huh.
Because Zarbamba does not like being in an enclosed space.
Him too. I'll make it smaller if he bitches.
Let me out.
Well, he's trying to like blow his way out.
I will frickin' okay, so as we recall, I had the hopeless condition, which gives me a -2 to unleashing my powers. However, I had a +1 to freak and then changed my labels to add 1 to freak, so we are at a solid even number, which is 10. And we're good.
Fantastic. All right. So it is a strain on your concentration, but this bubble seems to be holding, as you just hear boom, poof, poof,
Alright.
inside this blue bubble.
Okay. Am I allowed to make an action of some kind?
Yes, of course, you absolutely are.
And let's roll with unstoppable, shall we?
All right. If you would like to let the audience and remind me what unstoppable does.
Sure. When you smash your way through scenery to get to or away from something, roll plus danger. On a hit, the world breaks before you and you get what you want.
Okay.
On a
So what are you
79,
doing?
choose other things for side effects. But I'm going for the orb.
Scenery.
I don't know.
Uh,
That's a GM call. If that's something I can do.
you know what?
This is an odd
I'm not going to say
technicality.
that the bubble is scenery, but I'm going to say that if you want to flavor this as you like shoulder checking this bubble and like pushing your way through the scenery to try and like disconnect it from Pyrrha's power.
Yeah.
I think we can
Whatever
roll
makes
for
you
that.
available to me again. Yeah.
I think he's gonna stress test your powers, Pyrrha.
Would I be rolling the way that this is written actively? At
Yeah,
plus
so
danger
roll
to my
plus
roll?
danger.
That is a total of 8 plus 2, making 10.
10. So the world breaks before you, and you are going to get what you want.
Going
So-
content.
So as you go, you like go and like punch this bubble, just give it a full uppercut, and it crashes through the ceiling, and you follow it along, just leaving a trail of destruction. As more debris and fire starts to fall down into this lab, some of it is going to, because we have Orion and Hound going towards this scientist, it's going to start falling towards them.
I got a weird question.
Yes.
Doing a quick Google search, wondering if fire is energy. It technically is and isn't. It's a product of
It's a chemical
combustion.
reaction.
Yeah. Would I be able to absorb the fire? Like I'm willing to go like down this path of like you could try this, but it could mess up.
Because heat coming from fire is energy from the reaction itself.
Yeah, I would say you may be able to absorb the heat, but like the fire itself, probably not, because the fire is a chemical reaction. The energy coming off of it is the heat.
But would it still be able to fuel me with power?
We can certainly try that. What exactly are you trying to do? And what is the goal of it? Because this might determine what move you do.
I think right now seeing like the pure chaos and destruction that is happening with this WWE match between two kaijus and Pyrrha trying to essentially mitigate it, seeing the like destruction and damage, and me and Hound are trying to get this guy out as more rubble like coming down. I him to push himself to and to drag them out.
Was it just me who heard that being a little choppy?
No, it was very choppy.
I got it.
Okay. Would you mind repeating the question?
Yeah. Probably what happened was my Wi-Fi acting funky. Anyway, so my idea is that he's seeing these two kaiju basically duke it out and the destruction that's happening along with it. He sees Pyrrha trying to mitigate all that, but there's all this destruction and fire still coming down around him. My idea is that he's trying to absorb as much energy as he can to move this rubble off this person to drag him out of here. Because as far as he's seeing, these two are about to go at it until somebody's, but this person needs to be out before somebody goes off and does like a level 3 super move.
Okay. So, it sounds like your actions, with this falling rubble about to land on this scientist, you're going to try to defend.
Okay.
So, it feels like a role to defend. And since Hound said that he was also going to be helping you with the scientist, and is there in the moment, if you two want to work together on this defense move, you can add one from the team pool.
I'm willing to work together.
Yep. I think we both just don't want this person to die.
And for defend the savior to roll, correct?
Roll plus savior. Yeah, and then describe how you are defending this NPC.
Do we add any, since we're using something from the team pool, do we add anything else with it?
One.
Or just one? So it never D6
Yeah.
or
Taking one from the team pool is adding a +1 to your roll.
okay. Cool. So that's 2, so 6, 4, 10, 12, 13.
Fantastic. If both of you would like to describe your defense of this innocent, semi-conscious scientist from falling, burning debris.
I think in my head, I'm seeing like as he's taking the energy from the surrounding like fire, like the source of it, to like embolden himself, he's like smacking the debris that's falling around him, like almost like in a weird way. Think like what is it? When you're playing a video game and the X or square, triangle, circle buttons pop up. There you go.
Quick time
That's
event,
what's basically what's happening. As he's seeing the fire and debris come down on him, he's just like boom, 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 just punching them away.
And while he's doing that, Hound is just trying to drag this person out of this area.
Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. I can see like a half page panel of just Orion doing like a full star platinum barrage of punches up to this falling debris as
I do you one even better. Pegasus meteor punch.
fair enough. As Hound is just arms hooked under this scientist's arms, pulling him out of the rubble. Fantastic. So on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. Do you want to add a team to the pool? Take influence over the person that you protected, or clear a condition?
Do you both get to choose one, or is it like we
It's just
agree
one
on
for the person who rolled.
Yeah, it's just you.
I think we would take influence over the person we protected.
Okay, so you now at least mark on your sheet that you have influence over Dr. Arcturus. Or that's his name, right?
Arctura.
Arctura.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get the proper spelling of his name later.
Yeah.
Leviathan's dad.
Yeah, Leviathan's dad.
Yeah.
You start calling me Levy, we're gonna have a problem.
The funny thing is, that's what I typed in my document. Levy's dad.
Orion's a dead man.
It's Levi.
He's a
As
gene.
As Hound drags the doctor out of danger and gets him at least a little bit out of a room, Hound's just gonna set him like leaning against a wall and start going like, hey doc, wake up.
As you're doing that, I do have to ask, Pyrrha,
Yeah.
are you connected? Like, is there like a magical tether between you and your construct?
I've never really thought of it as it just says psychic constructs.
And that's totally fair. It's just, you know how sometimes with like Green Lantern,
Yeah.
there'll be that beam connecting from the ring to the construct.
I've never envisioned it that way just because it's not coming from any particular thing.
That's fair. That's why I ask, and I just want that clarification.
But
so if
I think it may be more difficult for me to focus on something I can't see necessarily, but
that makes so much sense.
But I
which
am
is-
going to be following it as best I can, and the vision I had is very reminiscent of Mrs. Incredible. Because Elastigirl does some fantastic things with heat and conduction and floating. So, using my body transmutation, I'm basically going to try and follow this behemoth of a creature that is my teammate and the ball. And I have a goal, and I feel I'm torn between saying this is a selfish use of team, because I feel like my other two teammates would agree that this is necessary, but I don't think they'll be able to help me with it, and I feel like I'm still going against Leviathan at this point.
Okay.
We're not there. Whatever you do, we can't control it.
But I feel like I need to take and use a team to add to my role effectively. And I think I'm either going to have to directly engage a threat
Okay.
or unleash my powers again. Because my goal is to effectively get some kind of like arm, body wrap, whatever, just some kind of attachment to Leviathan at this point, so that I can make physical contact with him and try to drain just enough from him to start calming him down.
Okay.
Because I don't think I can contain two at this point.
Okay. So as you follow, it they make their way like up through the floors until they're on the ground floor of this facility. Yeah. And as soon as like the bubble hits the ceiling on the ground floor, it pops and Zarbomba falls face first on the ground and slowly starts to get himself up as Leviathan claws his way through the hole, while just Bugs Bunnying his way through this facility.
I feel like I'd have too much issue following just because of my ability to just kind of change my shape at will. Oh, I'd be doing that as fast as possible.
Yeah. And yeah, Leviathan, what are you doing? You're still angry, but you've had some time to calm down. Not a whole lot. You're still very angry about everything, but you're not seeing red completely anymore.
All right. I'd say that if that be the case, I would understand that being up on the ground floor puts other people at risk. And at that point, I would have to effectively try to keep him from leaving. Which, if what that means is effectively beating him within an inch of his life, that's what he might have to do in the moment. But otherwise, it might be a grab hold and he's taking him back underneath.
Did I not manage to reach him?
Or actually, you know what? You're right. Still seeing red. We're gonna do that.
Fair.
Narrative structure. So, do you want to? So you want to try and drain him of some vitality?
Well, I guess where does he appear to be? Because I don't know if you were trying to let him calm down some, because if he's starting to calm down and I see that Zarbomba is no longer in the bubble, that is my focus.
Okay,
if he is not calming down,
so we'll retract my previous statement about his state of mind.
Okay.
He is still chasing after him like a bat out of hell. They get to the ground floor. Bomba is trying to get to his feet, and your teammate is staring at him menacingly, poised to strike.
Vision in my head of like effectively trying to like wrap around part of him so he can't escape me, like very just like a snake or something, and getting in his face trying to like calm him down, and
Okay.
the comedian in my brain like sees Zarbamba like starting to get on his hands and knees and just like giant like paddle just whack just but
Okay.
it's very much just a no.
Okay.
Focus.
So I feel like that point is going to be a directly engaged threat. Trying to hit Zarbamba and keep him down.
You're hitting him with a fly swatter?
Totally. Just big fly swatter. So yeah, effectively just keep him down, and
So I will need you to roll plus danger.
okay.
And yeah, lots of rolls today.
It's combat.
Okay. So I have +1
It's
to
high
danger.
drama.
+1 to danger. I rolled a 9, so 10.
10. Fantastic. You get to choose 2 from the list.
Well, I don't know if this is impress or frighten so much as maybe surprise him that he is back on the ground. Maybe not necessarily. Maybe the fly swatter is more like just a spatula and it's just keeping him down.
Um,
You can say take their footing from them.
Yeah, effectively, yeah.
Editor-in-chief question. Or more so,
Yes.
I failed to make a minor detail acknowledgement. One of my
Yes.
capabilities is that when I mark a condition, I get to add 1 to any of my rolls thus forward against the individual who I can blame the most for having caused it. So,
Okay.
just something to keep in mind.
Okay. Fantastic. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've surprised Zarbomba with a swat to the head and taken his footing from them. Good. Now we will move back to Orion and Hound before returning to the main action. Hound, you were gently slapping the semi-conscious man.
Gotta get him awake.
And he looks around and looks at you. What? Oh, my head. Oh, my body. Oh, what's going? Ah! As he just like holds his hand up to his ears, which are ringing.
What did you do to Zarbamba?
I did what I had to do. I injected him with a mutagen that would restore the use of his limbs. I there are risks. It seems it gave him some additional abilities.
How do we stop this?
Or you can contain him. I've been working for a decade trying to come up with an anti-mutagen. But I have been unsuccessful.
Wonderful. All right. Hound is gonna reach into his trench coat, pull out a bottle of ibuprofen, hand it to him. You take this. You get out. Take the stairs. Don't take the elevator. There's a fire.
Yes, I can seize the fire.
Seriously.
Also, I don't think the ibuprofen would help. I think my leg is broken.
You're not. I'm not giving you my morphine because I'm gonna need my morphine.
Why
He's
do
not
you
an
have
addict or anything.
morphine?
No, he's a criminal.
He sells
Just-
it to people with an addiction. Got it. 1 pound morphine to go. Like,
Can you walk on your own?
Leg is broken.
He looks down and there's just a panel where you see like part of his femur is your thigh bone, right?
yes.
Okay. I don't know what one of the calf bones is.
Tibia,
Tibia,
fibula? Tibia, fibula?
I believe so.
Okay, where like his tibia looks to be like there's a tear in his pants and it looks like his tibia is like it's a compound fracture. So it's coming out.
Rude.
I don't know this. All I know is
Looking it up real quick.
Oh
Looking
no,
it
no!
up real quick.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
No,
It's more just-
Leviathan doesn't know.
Leviathan wouldn't know the amount of actual damage caused.
Ah,
Great. All right.
Yeah, compound
Orion-
fractures suck.
Orion, you get in there, help them solve whatever that mess is. I need to get him up the stairs and out of the building.
I think Orion would nod and say Roger as he goes back into the fray.
Just firemen carry
Why?
this man up the stairs.
Can Orion's suit fly?
Well, that's the question I'm about to ask because there's no specific saying that it can't. And my brain's just like, as he absorbs more energy, what
So,
else can this Joker do?
let me look at your Okay, so here's the thing is the abilities that you have, it says energy absorption. And it says supernatural senses. It does not say redirection of energy or like energy blasts or anything like that. So I'm going to say that you have great physical abilities, strength, agility, toughness, and you can like absorb your energy blast. So I think the extent of energy that you can absorb can be redirected into physical abilities. So the energy you've stored, you can leap higher or run faster, punch harder, but you can't do like energy blasts or like blast off with your feet.
Less Iron
Okay.
Man and more like
Iron Fist.
yeah.
It's literally every common writer or shonen protagonist who just punches things.
Yeah.
See, I thought that
Yeah,
you were
like-
like you had like a suit that like did things.
Mm-mm.
No, it's you. The suit enhances you. You're the one with powers. The suit enhances you.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But either way, how far back is the trio right now?
So the trio being Leviathan, Pyrrha, and Bomba.
Yes.
They are about a story and a half up, and they're in. You know what? I'm gonna say they're in the main lobby.
Cool. So there was
Wasn't
a
there
hole
2
that was
unconscious
made.
guards in there?
Yes, there are.
They're by the door. It's fine.
Sure.
Were the guards in there, or I don't remember.
The
them
guards are
dropping the guard-
unconscious in the main lobby.
Oh,
This
okay.
ghost woman over here gave them the big suck.
It's a taste. Don't let it be you next.
All of these characters are minors, audience. That's not what he meant.
We're gonna move on from that one. Anyways, is there a way for me to basically jump up in through the hole that I'm imagining that was made for them to get into the front lobby?
So, I'm going to say that it is possible, but I'm going to need you to unleash your powers.
Oh, freak.
Let's go, baby. Let's roll high.
Let me
Because
see.
that is about 30 feet that you're trying to get up,
Bro freak. Ooh,
at least.
it's gonna be
You got this.
fun.
You have a foot vertical?
You-
I'm sure.
You can jump like me. It's fine.
Well, it's because I have a -2 in freak, but we're okay because that was 2 6s, so that's a 10.
All right, that's a 10. You're not able to clear like a 30-foot vertical leap, but you are able to like parkour your way up through the destruction, and at like with just super impressively. Like there's
He's
a
a spider monkey.
great series of panels, just going from the bottom to the top of the page of you just doing flips and maneuvers and wall running up this this path of destruction until you do a superhero landing in the main lobby and see Zarbomba struggling to get up under the weight of this just like you said it's like a fly swatter.
I mean, it's more like a spatula at this point. It is just holding him down. It's like, no.
And Pyrrha just kind of wrapped around a struggling Leviathan who is just angrily roaring and clawing and trying to get at Zarbomba.
Hands on face. Like, hey, right here. Right here.
Am I to assume that stealth's kind of gone out the window?
Yes.
Oh.
Something to keep in mind, people.
It is actually at this time that because Leviathan is looking at Zar is looking straight ahead, where Pyrrha is in his face. Pyrrha is looking directly at Leviathan. You look out. You happen to notice out the front window, just the big glass doors and stuff. Oh, you're seeing red and blue lights.
Mm.
It's outside.
Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and
Alarms
blue.
went
Yeah.
off immediately as soon as the first explosion happened, and first responders are so close.
We need to wrap this up.
Sad part is I need to get up real quick to go help my mom to get in the house.
In real life, or
Yes,
Yes.
like in real life.
Okay. Well, then, if you need to do that right now, we can take our break. We can take our 5-minute break. I'll let our tech know. And. Alrighty, and we are back. Welcome, everyone. We just took our quick mid-session break, and now we can get back into the action. So we have our trio of heroes in the lobby with the unconscious guards and the struggling Zarbomba. Hound, you are carrying a
Okay.
a very heavily wounded man. How are you carrying him?
Fireman's carry.
Fireman's carry over both of your shoulders.
Yep.
Go
Up the stairs.
That is a
upstairs.
skill for a nerd to do. I love it.
Oh no, the Hound always came off as a bit jockish.
You're not wrong.
So yeah, you're luckily this stairway is actually rather wide. So you can carry him fireman style, and he's not like head first into the wall.
Take care of this man, goddammit.
Listen, even if this was a narrow passageway, it's still the most effective way to actually carry someone upstairs, especially when they're injured.
Yes, of course. And because you are physically fit, I'm not gonna say that you need to. Yeah. You know what? Actually, this have you done anything this physically strenuous before?
I mean, he used to run away from speedsters on the regular, so yes.
Okay. So I won't
He's
have
also
you
been
unleash your
injured.
powers to push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge. Shut up. I thought it was funny.
I'd hum it, but I feel like we'd be
Just-
in some copyright trouble.
Yeah, just carrying this man and going.
Get smooth McGrooved.
So what does Zarbomba have on you that you decided to help him?
Ooh.
We have some history together. I owe him a favor, which I have just finally cashed in.
Well, if this is your idea of paying back a favor, then consider yourself in my debt.
If
Are you
it does
going to
seem like he
support
is
my
holding
father
something
figure?
back. It does seem like he is holding something back. If you wish to pierce the mask,
Of course I do.
you
Of course I
you
want
can.
to pierce this man's mask.
Okay. Sure.
That
Then
is
roll plus mundane.
Okay. Boop. Boop. 7.
7. That's a partial success. Ask a question. You can if you want to press further into the question you asked him already, you can do that. And not pick one of the ones from the list, but
Yeah, so just carrying him up, just go, you have a history with Bomba, I have a history with Bomba, feels like everyone has a history with Bomba. What'd you get him to do that he owes you? That you owed him?
He got me out. I was born in East Germany. He got me out and into the West. He was part of the mafia, an enforcer. I paid him money. He got me out of Soviet occupied Germany, and he wanted to start a new operation in America. If only I had known that only a few years later the USSR would collapse. I would not have done it. But I'm happy with the life that I've made. And I've done good. I've tried to do good since then. But now, I may have unleashed a monster on the world.
Yeah, you really did piss my friend off down there. It's gonna be a bitch and a half to get him to calm down.
Hi, I'm the bitch.
Think you're clever, do you?
Often.
Terrible.
Speaking of trying to calm down your friend, that is a good segue into the next scene, where Orion and Pyrrha are trying to calm down Leviathan.
So, remind me, what exactly all is happening in this front lobby? Because
So, in this front lobby, Pyrrha has herself wrapped around Leviathan, trying to restrain him, and is in his face, trying to go, look at me, not at this person that has enraged you. Tsar Bomba is currently struggling to stand up under the weight of a psychic spatula.
I
It's
apologize
almost
for nothing.
demeaning. It's almost
Uh,
demeaning.
It's supposed to be.
There are two unconscious guards who are starting to stir, and out front, police, firefighters, and EMTs have all arrived, and they're
what was
Cool.
the last?
Oh,
What was the
That's
last
a
phase?
good sign.
What was the last phase?
we're in charge now.
what was that?
Good question. The editor-in-chief disappeared. Now someone else needs to demand pictures of Spider-Man.
I guess Arkai's internet said, I choose this one today.
Hey,
It's not
J.
even me
Jonah
anymore.
Jameson wishes he had a mustache like mine.
No, he
I
doesn't.
don't know. That's a legendary mustache to compare.
I can compare it to Charlie Chaplin and someone else.
Valid. I think ultimately my focus is gonna be like just trying to calm him down.
Your focus is lasered in. The last thing I was going to note is there's a SWAT team. that is
Cool.
slowly
Don't worry, guys.
approaching.
Sarbomba's already been swatted.
Cool. So Zambamba is somewhat conscious. Leviathan's
Oh,
being
he's fully
subdued.
conscious. He's
Oh,
fully
pissed and
conscious.
cursing up a
Cool.
storm as he tries to lift up this this giant like spatula like thing off of him.
Needs better containment, and I have split focus right now.
Yeah.
There's multiple things that are running through my head where we have two people who we need to get out of here, or at least to the front door.
They're
But
at
also,
the front door.
oh, they're at the front door.
They're at the front door. Like I
Oh.
came in as a ghost basically and put
Right.
them out.
Right. Okay, so they're at the front door. I remember that now. Cool. So that makes things a little bit simpler. How much output would I have to do to knock Zabamba out in his current state? Or is it like I'm going to have to rapidly keep punching this dude?
So,
Are you punching him through the spatula?
so I'm gonna say that as Pyrrha takes her focus away to do her next move, the spatula is going to disappear. And Zarbomba is going to stand up, and you can directly engage the threat.
Yeah. I think what's going to happen is I think Orion's going to see like all the lights and stuff outside. And there's a choice that he's going to make as he runs past Pyrrha and just kind of quickly says, "Get him and Hound out of here." As he goes up to basically like you just punch this dude square in the chest and take him outside with him.
Okay. Roll to directly engage a threat.
So where's my
2d6 plus danger.
2d6 plus danger? Oh, I got some of that. Oh, that works. That is 6, 5, 11 minus 1, 10.
10. Fantastic. That is a full success. You get to pick 2 from the list. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. It sounds from what you said before you roll, you're planning to surprise your opposition and create an opportunity for your allies by removing Zarbomba from the area so that Pyrrha can focus on calming down Leviathan.
Basically, yeah. Like, all intents and purposes, I'm United States of smashing this dude in the chest and grabbing hold of him as I'm trying to punch him through the wall outside.
Okay.
Consciousness.
Yeah. And there's a great panel of just as you run up and
Taking all the energy that's in the room, like any energy source, just
well, all the energy that you have stored up already left is just going into this move. I'm partially imagining that you're just doing a full on spear, like a football shoulder tackle into this guy.
ooh.
And just into his midsection.
Or we go parallel to the ground and 2 feet to the chest.
Oh, so you're doing a drop kick.
If we could change it up, I would like to do a drop kick. Like,
So you're gonna yeah, no, that's totally fine. You're gonna drop kick. You're just gonna do a running drop kick into Zarbomba, and there's a panel of just him flying through the glass, as of the front lobby, onto onto the stairs leading up to this building, and you standing at the top of the stairs, kind of triumphant as you look out and just see a SWAT team at the bottom, not sure who to point their guns at.
Handcuffs.
I kind of point down towards him for a moment before turning back around to my teammates because it's like, well, that worked out. Like in his mind, in Zachariah's mind, he's like, well, that worked out better than I had planned. As you know, he's coming back up to Pyrrha and Leviathan.
Oh, he's not out.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
no,
still
building.
there.
he's in the mid. He's like in the middle. Like you knocked him down. You didn't knock him out.
Oh, then we're going to continue engaging with Zabamba then.
Yeah. But Pyrrha, what are you going to do? You have been given this opportunity to
I was trying to comfort or support.
okay.
I'd rather not drain my teammate.
Okay. Roll plus mundane and tell me how you're comforting or supporting him.
Can I say that technically Orion helped me?
Orion presented you the opportunity to focus on this.
Thus helping me, and therefore I can use a team and not be selfish?
It was a communicated idea that they were trying to do this.
And I also told her, like, get him
I'm
and Hound out of
trying
here.
I'm trying to determine if the presentation of an opportunity is sufficient enough teamwork in order for a team to be used from the pool.
He allowed me to focus on one thing instead of two.
Mm-hmm. And I did tell her, get these two out of here. Like,
Okay.
we communicated.
You know what? I am going to allow it.
Okay.
You have convinced me. I am allowing it.
Pray for a good roll, because I had a +0 on this, so I was hoping for a +1.
Yeah, I'd argue it would only because in take a powerful blow, it says your opposition gets an opportunity if you fail. So
Yeah.
So
that'd be my argument.
that is an 11 with the +1.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna roll a 12 to spite you. No.
So comforter support. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. So I'm gonna say, how are you going to comfort Leviathan?
I think I'm going to be like, hey, buddy, if we have somebody, we need to get out of here. They're hurt. We need to do the good thing. You said you wanted to do the good thing. You always say you want to do the good thing and help people. And Orion's got Bomba. Well, we can't kill him. I need you to come back.
I think under that precedent, it would suffice.
All right.
I think.
I'm guessing you want to clear the angry condition.
Probably. What does it specifically say when you do that? Hold on. Is there multiple? Yeah. Let's see.
You have 5 conditions that you can gain. If you gain 5, then you have to be removed from a scene. On the next moment that you would gain a condition.
We need to get out of here.
That is the track of
that would be the wise.
Of your quote unquote damage.
Yeah, that would be the most realistic concept of these options here. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
And with
so yeah, Leviathan, you hear Pyrrha's words. You start to finally see her face, and the world becomes more clear.
I'm clearing my condition too.
What's up?
You did roll a 10 up.
Yep.
Yes, you did. And and you are clearing the insecure,
Hopeless. It was all I had.
hopeless.
Yeah, Ruskin, thanks. Appreciate it. Jerk. Giving us conditions we don't ask for.
Yeah, it's my job is to give you emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Uh,
We need to,
Me.
yeah.
I'd probably tell him we need to get out of here. That guy seemed pretty hurt. Hound probably needs help.
Coming back to senses. Understanding what I understand of the situation and whatnot. Based off of that info, I'll return the way I came and go to assist Hound as quickly as I possibly can.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn and go the opposite direction towards Orion.
Okay. And as you do that, as you go to come out and confront Orion, Bomba is standing to his feet, and this whole situation, the humiliation under the spatula, the drop kick through a through a glass door,
The ass beaten by a bipedal gator. Yeah.
and now surrounded by police. He has gained the angry condition,
Uh-oh.
and he is going to lash out, and go, "No, I am invincible," and just basically do a Super Saiyan scream as a radial blast emerges from him. A concussive fireball is going towards you and towards the SWAT team that are approaching from the bottom of the stairs. What are y'all gonna do?
By you mean me and Pyrrha, or
Yes.
How,
What are you and Pierre gonna do? Or
what's-
Leviathan? He is within earshot.
What's the likelihood of me being able to throw some kind of wall? Not between Bomba and us, but Bomba and the SWAT team, because
That seems like a roll to defend.
can I take a powerful blow?
we're probably gonna have to.
If you want to take a powerful, yeah.
Don't you absorb energy?
That's what I'm going to do. Like,
Okay.
I'm going
So
to see if I can legitimately hands out just like
So,
that moment
Pyrrha?
of beam struggle.
Pyrrha, I want you to roll to defend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm nervous about this one. I have a +0.
Hey,
What?
you're still doing the right thing. There's a risk involved, but you got to do it.
It is a 7.
That is a 7. All right. So it costs you. You expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. You've exposed yourself to danger. In doing so, you're focusing on protecting this SWAT team and not yourself. You can add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Still have 2 team left, right?
Yes.
Well, I don't have any other conditions.
Okay.
Um,
Not sure you know anyone in the SWAT team individually.
I don't. But that doesn't mean that it wouldn't help. They're on the police force.
Your inner bard is showing.
So, it's factual that, there are a bunch of people. One person could be really impressed with the fact that, they just got saved by these teenage superheroes, and maybe it'll come up in a later episode. Who knows? I feel like that's like one of the random dudes on the SWAT team.
All right, so you're going to take influence over one of the officers?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Fantastic. I will come up with a member of the SWAT team.
You're just making this man have to do extra work.
And
Greg, he thinks we're cool
what
now.
man?
NPC number 3-5-B.
Fair point. My apologies. Old habits.
Oh no, I have a. Oh, I already have a name. Cool.
Whoa.
You know what? You're gonna gain influence over the leader of the SWAT team. You protected his men. It would be Captain. I don't know, Captain or
Sergeant.
I don't know, police
Or lieutenant.
structures.
I think it'd be lieutenant.
All right, then we'll say Lieutenant Ambrose.
Wait.
Lieutenant Ambrose.
Yeah.
Also run
Yeah.
down there.
It's
I also-
Sergeant, Lieutenant, Captain, Chief of Police is the head. So it's
Yeah.
Sergeant, Lieutenant, Captain, and above Sergeant is Chief of Police.
And Commissioner. Though that's an elected official.
Commissioner.
Anyways, he's on my list now. So,
You have gained influence over Lieutenant Ambrose of the SWAT team.
now I
You
don't
clearly
have,
seem to have a thing for police.
I just don't have the ability to absorb energy, so am I taking a powerful blow?
Yes. But first I need Orion to roll to unleash his powers.
Cool. And that's free, correct?
Yes. Because you are trying to absorb a mini nuke.
Okay, my cat dice left me today. They said, "We got you, bro. 6 + 6 - 2, that's a 10." It's like, "We got you, bro."
All right, fantastic. There's just this triumphant moment where you've never been able to like absorb more than just like electricity and like surrounding static electricity and power stuff. This is an actively dangerous chemical reaction explosion, and you hold your hands out to try and absorb all of this, and it does. It starts to go into you, and you are able to absorb it. Yeah, I'm gonna say because you rolled so well in absorbing this, the energy from this, Pyrrha does not have to take a powerful blow. You have successfully done that, but yeah,
Is that a team maneuver?
yeah, you're able to do that, and in that moment, after you've absorbed all of that explosive energy, Zarbomba just collapses from exhaustion.
Oh no, I'm going for that knockout.
Uh,
Like I'm
Okay.
I'm taking that energy and basically saying, return to sender.
Okay.
Don't kill him.
Oh no, we're not going to kill him, but we're knocking him out.
Okay, so the explosive energy dies down, and there's just a panel of him looking up and just seeing a glowing fist enter his frame of view and knock him the hell out.
I was thinking like flying knee, like meow.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, flying knee is fine.
Nothing more disrespectful than like a knee coming towards your face. Wow, go to
You
sleep.
just perform the Falcon knee strike. Is that how this works?
Yes, yes.
No.
I
Terrible.
think as she sees that he has incapacitated this man, Pyrrha is going to, like, the wall will have already come down. Like, the minute the blast was hit,
Dissipated. Yeah.
that wall can come down. It didn't need to be a long-term structure, but there are going to be just ropes. Like, she's just going to extend her arm and have ropes just basically come out and go straight to Bomba and just kind of wrap him up, very cartoon style, like just and then just bow. And then she's basically just gonna say, "Orion, we need to go."
What's the setup right now? Like, are the police? Is the
I-
SWAT team still kind of just looking down at us? Like,
The SWAT team is actually they're still a little hesitant, and it's at that moment that one of the members goes, "What the hell is that?" And as Leviathan and Hound walk through the front door, carrying Dr. Arctura.
think
And
Orion
I
will-
think this is where at least one of the SWAT team members is a little frightened seeing having just almost gotten consumed with an explosion and then seeing a 7-foot tall lizard come out is going to be a little frightened. So
Broke the police, guys. Congrats.
Way to go.
All I had to do was show up.
Is there a way for Orion to step in between the guy that's freaking out and Leviathan and holding his arms out in front of him, saying, and just to say, we're friendly. We are on your side.
First, do you want to roll Be the Monster?
Be the monster? Oh boy, let's have a gander.
Actually, no. Be the Monster is when you're going to intimidate someone.
It's when
it's an active intimidation.
Not necessarily. It just says when you frighten, intimidate, or cow others with your monstrous form. That doesn't necessarily mean it has intent.
I will interpret it as when you are leaning your monstrousness and doing it to frighten someone.
Okay.
Yeah. When you are trying to be frightening.
So I think that's a good way to interpret it. If you look at the different things where it says choose the different things, it says you frighten others you had not intended to scare. So it seems like it's when you do this intentionally.
Yes. Yeah. When you do this intentionally and you roll, well, you can scare other people that you don't mean to. So yes, you can try and calm down the situation as one of them like raises their gun at Leviathan.
Do it. I dare ya?
No, no.
Yeah, I would step
Aye.
in between them and say, just, we're friendly. He's with us. He was helping us protect the facility.
Yeah, and that's when you hear a familiar voice go, "Protect the facility! This place is half on fire!" As
I'll step up.
the chief
I'll,
comes out from his car is just recently pulled up.
I
Um,
will turn around and I want to immediately have a rebuttal.
oh, you have caused so much damage to this place. He's probably more than what this psycho would do. Well, I should have you all arrested.
I'm ready to have a rebuttal as this motherfucker is on my list right now.
Is,
feel like
isn't this Rusket?
Oh yeah, I
It's-
have +1
Yeah.
against his ass.
And yeah,
Ironically, a majority of the damage is his.
yeah, ironically enough, Leviathan did most of the damage to this place.
Oops.
Considering Mamba lit it on fire.
To be fair,
Yeah.
he did set off a wave to start the fire in the first place.
Yeah.
And that was before
Uh,
we were even, or that he was aware of our presence in the first place.
Uh,
If it's possible, I'd like to do a rebuttal as well once everyone else gets their rebuttals in.
I feel like
So-
all four of us have rebuttals because I have a move called What the Hell Hero that's perfect for this.
Because,
Yeah.
you know,
I
all
was- I was ready to
teenagers
throw
in general,
provoke. No, I was ready to do provoke someone.
so
like, teenagers in general, someone comes up
Yeah,
to you,
no,
like, they
again,
just step up to you. It's like, dog,
again,
what?
this adult is pushing their influence over you.
He does
You
not
can-
have influence over me.
Yes, he does not. But yes. Hound, we haven't heard from you for a while. You still carrying the good doctor. You said you had a move you wanted to implement, a new move that you got from
Yes.
your first advancement.
Yes. What the hell, hero? When you call out an injustice that a hero's perpetrated, roll plus danger. On a hit, take influence over them. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. On a 10 plus, choose 2. And there's options I have.
Okay.
But essentially, I'm gonna walk out carrying the doctor, set him down. There's a good, 20 feet between me and the captain. And I'm just gonna say, you're blaming us for one building falling down and saving a man's life. You weren't in there. You didn't see how this started. All you're doing is blaming other people who did something. The difference between us and you is we try to stop things before they become bigger problems.
Yeah, I ain't living that one down. Oh boy.
Thank you, Blackwell.
What a sum up.
Thank you for that sum up, Blackwell. For those wanting to know why I just broke character, it has been that speech has been summed up by Blackwell very perfectly with Hound saying, "Y'all some bitches."
I was being nice about it too.
I mean, yeah. And it's at
That's a
that moment that
that's a
that
5,
he
by
is
the way.
about to go off when when like a blur appears between you and him, and the bolt is standing there going, okay, Chief, calm down. Yes, some collateral damage happened. But they did good. They did good. They're trying. Yeah.
To our knowledge, no one died.
No one is hurt. Too bad. No one's dead. And this time, as he does look at the four of you, he recognizes you four.
What was that
Fine.
this time? Was that charged like he's blaming us for what happened to Bandit, or
Oh, he's blamed you since day one.
Valid.
I'll turn and I'll respond with an immediate. And what would you have done? What could you have done that was better than what we did in restraining a monster like that? And that's coming from me. Had we not been here, he would have taken more lives than you can count. And I assume, or at least would like to think, you can count pretty high.
And he just glares at you.
That's fine.
Oh,
You can be mad at me all you want.
And for a moment, just looks at all five heroes that are gathered here, and says, "This place is now a crime scene. Civilians, get out."
I think Orion would just say, "You're welcome," as he kind of motions for everyone to just leave.
Before Hound leaves, he's gonna pull out the badge and give it back to the doctor.
I was
Borrow
going to
this,
say, I'm
by the
making
way.
sure of this. Mhm.
It might overexert me at this point. I probably have already overexerted myself. But it's not like we have the Batmobile or some other form
Yeah.
of like serious transportation that's nearby. I feel like my best and only option is to kind of like summon something for us to just kind of like some kind of transport.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Well,
that
if
this
you
is
say-
gonna you've done so much tonight. You've used your powers way more than you've ever
I
done
know.
in one short amount of period. Yeah, you're overexerting yourself if you're
Very much. I feel like I've at least used one, if not more, doom spots.
Also,
we'll
he did say for
we'll say
civilians to
two.
leave?
We'll say one for protecting the SWAT team, and two for pushing past your limits that you have to get your group out of there. And what kind of transport do you create for you guys?
A total of 3 or 1 and 2?
2
Just 2.
total.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an attempt to help the good doctor to his feet, and I'm taking him home. and no one will stop you from doing so.
The doctor has a compound fracture in his leg and is going, and some
Should go to the
EMTs
hospital.
have some protestations to that.
Would he?
What?
Let them take him to the hospital.
I'm interested to see.
He's hurt.
And with that, I'll let it be, and I will strike off on my own.
Okay.
Oh, no. We need.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go after him.
Okay. So then it is a transport for Hound and Pyrrha.
Cool.
I could probably get Bolt to give us bus fare.
Well, I was actually gonna be like, I was actually
He
gonna.
runs everywhere. It's fine.
I was just gonna lean over to Hound and go, Do you know how to drive a motorcycle?
Yes.
If it's your psychic construct, you can drive it without knowing how a motorcycle works.
Yes, but I'm not gonna make him ride bitch.
Do you want me to steal you a motorcycle?
No, I'm just gonna create a motorcycle. No, just wanted to make sure I didn't need to do a whole car.
Wait, is it like a motorcycle that has a little side buggy car?
No, if he took off and you went after him, all we need is a bike.
That would have been so cool though, like a little side buggy. Anyway,
Sidecars are cool.
Cool, but not at this moment. This is a moment of we need to bail because we have opposition that we're not going to fight.
Alright, Hound gets on the back of the bike.
On the back of the bike? Okay. So you're gonna ride bitch. Cool.
You never told Hound what your plan was.
Fair.
And
So
Hound doesn't care.
okay. So Pyrrha hops on and through sheer force of will keeps this thing upright and moving forward.
Yeah.
The quietest.
So are y'all heading back to the doghouse?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then we will switch over to Ryan and Leviathan. I forgot your names for a second.
I think I'd just be following Leviathan until he finally stopped, like just keeping up pace with him.
Okay. And where does he find Leviathan? Set the
Well,
scene.
I was officially headed towards dockside. Or to any nearby canals of water where
That's
I
not
cannot take it.
That's not a fancy way of saying dark side, right?
Not to my
Dark
knowledge.
side.
Not in this case.
So you're heading to the docks.
Hmm.
Uh,
Any way I can get to a body of water where I can separate.
okay. So yeah, you do find him at the docks. It's late at night, very early morning, and he's about to jump into the water. What are you doing, Orion?
I think I would call out to him saying, Leviathan, you did good.
And what good exactly has been brought of this?
That man.
I've had more personal hands in this than I think you understand.
I don't think I need to understand in this moment to know that you saved someone today.
Also,
I had no choice.
just letting you know, this sounds like a moment for you to look at your team moves on your on your playbooks. Because there is some fun mechanic stuff that can happen during this moment of roleplay.
Indeed.
Particularly a moment of vulnerability.
Mm-hmm. When the window shows, I will see if I can snag it.
It should be on the first page of your playbook.
Oh no, I see it. It's just if the exact wording of that comes up, I will see if I can make
Okay,
that happen.
just letting you know of resources that you have.
Yep. Thank you. I had no choice. There's someone there that I have a connection to. They
We
shouldn't
always
have
have a
even have been
choice.
there.
You're right. But we always have a choice. I don't blame you for the way that you reacted. You acted as any other person would. You did good. And I think there would be a moment where you would hear him laugh. Because Orion doesn't laugh. Nice job on telling that dickhead off. Nor does he curse.
At least some same acknowledgement of opinions on the chief of police. You say I do well. Why? What benefit did I provide today, besides losing my temper and being the monster people have seen me to be? They fear me to be. Maybe they're right.
You could have hurt any one of us. But you didn't. You saw your target. You saw your goal. You locked in on them. I did not feel a moment of unsafety around you. You provided us many opportunities to get that person out of there. You're not a monster. And I'm sorry if others have seen you like that. What I saw today was a person who harnessed their strength and put it to some good use. You're okay in my books.
It's appreciated. I'm sure I believe you, but thank you.
It's okay if you don't believe me. I'll always be here just to remind you that you're doing good.
Tell me something. It like this, if I wasn't able to do what I could do. Would you treat me any other way?
I think he would take off his mask at that moment. Like full on, like Power Ranger.
Just there's a as the
Fucking
pressurized
pressured.
of the helmet.
And you see the sweat all over. What? You would know him as Zachariah, like as Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Would he? Leviathan has been Leviathan for 10 years since he was like 7.
Who was the one that we know? Trying to go
Hound.
wrong person. 2 different
Yeah,
backstories.
he's the
Who was
only
the
one who doesn't know of your civilian identity.
Oh no. Either. I don't either. I specifically asked about it, and he hid it from me.
No, it's like if if he took his helmet off for you, you would go, "Oh, I know you."
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Both you and Hound would have that reaction. Uh, uh this is Lex Luthor in Flash's body unmasking him and going, "I have no
I have
idea
no
who
idea who
this
this
is."
I think still though he would take
Who
off.
are you?
I think he still take off his mask. And what's the time period again?
It's about the mid 2010s.
Yep,
Right now or are you talking about this time of night?
just time period, like year.
Yeah, it's
The year of
yeah.
Harambe.
But yeah, we'll say it's about like early winter in the mid 2010s.
Yeah, I think he'll take off his helmet, and you would see, this African American kid, brown eyes, locks, and as he's holding his helmet under him, he's like, "God, I need to breathe." Okay. Uh, I'm not really sure how to say all this, but I know people who look like me aren't really, to this day, not treated the best. But we still do good work. We've done good work for years, yet we're still treated as other. It would be a little contradictory for me to look at someone who's different and say, "Oh, something's wrong with you." As far as I'm concerned, yeah, I'm looking at your actions and you're good. I trust you. I just hope that you can trust me sometime.
We'll keep that in mind.
And a slight favor, don't tell anyone I took this off. I gotta keep a face. As much as I don't want to, I gotta do this.
You treat a problem as if it's something that you have the privilege to have.
Nothing
You
about
at
me is
least
really
have that choice.
privileged. I wouldn't say anything about me is privileged right now. Just we both have masks that we have to wear. As far as I'm concerned, though, I'm willing to see you as much as you want to show me. And he kind of extends his hand out. I'm here for you, one way or another. Just let me know what I can do.
And just kind of with a grunt of acknowledgement. Without another word to the water.
All right. That I see that you both executed your team moves in that. Um Orion, you shared a vulnerability or weakness with Leviathan, told them a secret about who you are by revealing what you look like under the mask. Um, give them influence and shift your mundane up, and your mask's label down, which your mask's label you said is savior.
Yeah, so cool. Ooh, that's gonna
Well,
be fun.
your mundane is already at +3, isn't it?
My mundane's at +2 at the moment.
Okay, so then your mundane will be at +3, and your savior will
+1.
be at a +1. Fantastic. Then for Leviathan.
Mm.
Without putting it in the exact words, you shared a vulnerability or weakness with your teammate. You asked them if they think you're losing or gaining humanity. They seem to think that you're pretty human, not at all monstrous. You can shift mundane up and any other label down.
All right.
Which label have you decided to move down?
I'm throwing Savior down. He doesn't feel like it. That's what
He
he's
doesn't
been
feel
doing.
like a savior, but he does feel more human. All right. Fantastic. Next, we'll shift over to the doghouse where Hound and Pyrrha have just pulled up with the motorcycle and are having a moment alone.
Ooh, space. No.
We actually maybe had part of my team move in the elevator
Oh,
because I was having that whole moment of I didn't kill them, okay? Like, and Hound was like, if there's one person I'm not worried about hurting people, it's you.
okay. Yeah.
I feel like we kind of already covered that for me.
Okay. That's totally fine. I mean, the team moves can happen whenever. But that seemed like a moment specifically towards them. But yeah, no, that triggered earlier. We can definitely apply that to you.
Though,
What are
instead of clearing a Doom track.
Yeah.
I want more superpowers.
Give them influence over you and ask if they honestly think there's hope for you. If they say yes, mark potential or clear one on your Doom track. If they say no, mark a condition or mark your Doom track. Yeah, they said there's hope for you, so you can mark potential or clear one box of your Doom track.
Potential.
You're choosing to mark potential. Fantastic. So yeah, you're back at the doghouse. You have a moment alone. It's quiet. The sun is almost coming up. So the sky is starting to change, but you've yet to see the sun rise.
I mean, I'm okay having an interaction, but what day is it? What day is about to dawn?
Asking the date, the day of the week. What are you asking
Day
for?
of the week. I need to know. Do I have school in 3 hours?
We'll say it's Saturday.
Perfect. That's loving that for us.
Yeah.
I will say whatever conversation is about to happen between Hound and Pyrrha, after Pyrrha has every intention of going to the hospital and checking on that guy.
Okay.
She does not know, well, not just him, but also the guards she kind of put there. She feels bad and wants to like bring them flowers or something. Like,
oh yeah, the guards are definitely being treated for like dehydration and anemia.
yeah, like like after whatever this happens, just know that there is a panel of her going to the hospital at least, because like.
Oh yeah, we can if we don't go over this issue, it'll definitely be in next issue.
Okay, that's something I want to happen before I forget.
Absolutely,
so.
it will definitely happen. But right now, kind of want to see how you two are dealing with the aftermath.
So the first thing Hound does when he gets into the doghouse is he takes out a mug and a coffee pot, pours the mug about 3/4 of the way full. He wants some.
Pyrrha's gonna find any kind of cushion and basically collapse on it.
You're gonna see Hound open up a case. He pulls out a bottle of whiskey and opens it up. Fills the mug the rest of the way with whiskey.
I'll just have coffee. Thanks.
Here you go. Sorry about that, by the way. I guess I kind of left the fight a bit early.
No, it was. We all have to play to our strengths, and nobody else could really do the part that I had to do. You took care of getting the doctor out, and that was important because we're supposed to be heroes and we're supposed to be helping people. So that was. We're a team. We all have a part to play, right? Sorry, I'm really tired. That was a lot.
Oh. Coffee's at least lukewarm. That should help.
It's perfect at this point.
Yeah.
Are you?
During that whole situation, there was a time where could have been me or Orion helping this man out. Kind of forced Orion into the fight. It wasn't because I thought I would be better carrying this man up.
Curiosity. What what kind of powers does Hound have? Like what do, I feel like Pyrrha would know, but I don't.
He has a particular set of skills.
Okay. So he doesn't have super strength.
Who
He doesn't
told you?
have like
Hound is a regular ass dude.
You're a regular ass dude. Okay.
He's
Thanks.
just smart.
No. That helps. That helps.
He just has Liam Neeson training.
Okay, no, that helps. It's like, listen, we were going up against Zarbamba, and at a certain point, we were also going up against Leviathan. Orion and I are just better positioned to specifically deal with those things. Leviathan, I don't know what happened. I mean, we got down there after he kind of. Well, you know, he just.
Went lizard shit. Yeah.
But, I mean, you played your part. You still did part of the hero's job. If I was ready to try and get that guy out of there, but do you think you and Orion would have been able to contain both Leviathan and Zarbamba in that moment? Without something maybe worse happening? I think you did the right thing. You made the right choice. Both of you did. Orion knew that his strength was going to be best served helping clear the rubble to get this man out. and you supported him by getting him out. And then Orion went to support me because I was dealing with Bomba, who we all have beef with, and he knew what happened to make Leviathan go. So, I don't think you were doing anything that wasn't heroic or forcing anyone to make a choice they wouldn't have. Good.
Hound is gonna kind of stand there for a little bit, look down, touch like just under his left eye. Yeah. Heroics. That's what this was. Think the other two are coming, or...
Is it just me not hearing dice?
No, it's everyone not hearing dice.
Oh, we hear you
Okay.
now.
Good.
I'm sorry. I need to step away. I apologize.
Okay. So, I think that this is a good place to end the session then.
Yeah.
Do you need to step away right now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then I will get over the end of session questions, and hopefully you will be back by then.
If not,
If not, can always DM the questions and
Yeah,
get your
if
reply
if
later.
not, you can always DM me the answer to the questions. So, let's go with Orion. How do you feel about your character's growth this session?
Brain's just like, I got the drop kick a sucker today. I got the drop kick and full falcon knee a sucker
Yep.
today. I think he's doing his best to reach out to Leviathan. He's doing his best to reassure him. He's not sure if he made the best calls or if he did the right thing, but he knows at least with Leviathan, he feels like he's doing something. But he's also kind of happy that he smooth hit somebody with the meanest of drop kicks. And again, hitting someone clean, cold, knocked out with a knee to the face.
Oh yeah,
Like,
doing the full Busaiku knee. Oh yeah.
nah, that was the Captain
So
Falcon knee.
you're welcome for the greatest layup in history. You're welcome.
Yeah, like honestly, like Leviathan probably took most of that, most of the guy Labama's energy out, and he said, "I got you on the alley loop." Bow, bow.
So you feeling closer to the team, more into your own image, or?
I think he's feeling closer to the team in that sense of communicating with them, getting them on the same page of like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. You go do this. Hey,
Anyone specific?
I think really with Leviathan and Pyrrha, just talking to them. And I think he's also proud of Hound on taking that initiative of, I'm going to get this dude out of here.
Okay, so pick one of them to give influence and clear a condition or mark potential.
Like giving influence on them to me, or
Give influence over you to them.
I would make sense to give it to Leviathan.
All right.
And I'm going to mark potential because
And I do not believe you have any conditions. So mark potential.
I will say this is the second time I get influence over them without having used it.
I think I still have
if you
influence
already,
over you.
if you,
Is it? Is it you influence over me?
No, I said I think I have influence over you as well. I think we both have influence over each other.
okay, if you already have influence, then nothing changes. Just mark potential.
Yeah. Now, if we both just have one, yeah. But if this is the
You only
second
get
time-
one. Everybody gets one.
Well, yeah, there's apparently a
words of
minor
Spider-Man.
mechanical shift if you were to get it a second time.
Oh, there is a mechanical thing if you were to get it a second time.
If
Yes.
you have influence over a teammate and you would gain influence over them again, immediately shift one of their labels up and one of their labels down of your choice.
Oh.
So if he already has influence over you and he would get it again, Arkai gets to shift your labels.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's interesting.
I think if we were to do something along those lines, I think, pardon,
I will say he already has
Okay.
a full mundane.
Mhm.
So you can't shift that one up.
yeah, well, he actually got to kind of be a frontal hero in the public eye. So I think we'll throw mundane back down a peg, and then we'll. I think in this case, because he went for help first before in the engagement, I think we'll throw the savior up one.
All right. So his mundane and savior will both be at a 2.
Back to where they were.
All right. And as I said before, mark potential.
I finally have a potential at the 3 episodes.
You have
That
not
was my
rolled.
number.
You have not rolled a 6 or lower.
Oh, that
This'll
sounds
make
like
my
such
number
a
5.
terrible issue.
This will be my
I mean, in some ways it is.
advancement.
Welcome back, Dice. Are you back? Okay.
Yes, I am back. I apologize.
Okay. No. Real life is more important than game life. So, since you are back, I would like to ask you, how has Pyrrha grown to this session? Away from the team? Closer to the team? Or more into her own image of herself?
Not 100% sure. And Cryptid, I apologize for missing what you said earlier. In your vulnerable moment as Hound. But I feel like on some level she's feels like she's grown closer to Hound.
That's fair. So if that is the case, then give influence over you to Hound and clear a condition or mark potential.
So he already has influence.
Fantastic.
So we're
He gets
doing
to
this
shift
song
your
and dance
labels.
again.
All right.
If someone who has influence over you gets into
What
a
would be a
situation
second
where
influence?
they gain influence over you, then they will shift your labels. So, Cryptid, how do you want to shift Pyrrha's labels?
Oh boy. I'm going to say, because of the conversation... Yeah, because of the conversations we had, I'm going to say danger down one and savior up.
Okay.
Okay.
Coolio. And you have all conditions cleared, so mark potential.
Yep.
You?
Puts my danger at 0.
All right. Then Cryptid. How has Hound grown?
So I think this entire situation has put some things into perspective for Hound. And I think one of those things is that he is not the badass now. He's kind of grown into whatever image of himself, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Whatever the new image of himself is becoming. So I'm going to shift danger down one and mundane up one.
Coolio. And finally, Leviathan.
Yeah.
Tell us about your character growth.
Ain't that just a pickled peach? Which nobody do that, please. That sounds terrible.
You
But that
All
being
pickled.
said, is yes, but a pickled peach? That sounds even worse. Canned peach is one thing. Pickled peach is a horrendous thought.
0 out of 10.
Why would you do that to such a
Unsubscribe.
good fruit?
It sounds like a Kool-Aid pickle.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't like that. I don't like that idea at all.
Have you seen where
But-
people put Kool-Aid into a jar of dill pickles?
Yes, and it's like, stop.
I live in the South. Yes.
You're in the South. You guys get, what is it? Like deep fried, like Snickers bars. Shush.
We're getting off topic. We're talking
Yes.
about your character growth.
Yes.
It's therapy time.
Oh, that's terrible.
Happy therapy.
I'd say that in this case, he is becoming more inclined towards what he feels himself to be, more so of the public image of what he's being represented as. And
Right, so he's grown into his
outside of
own
that-
image.
Mhm.
How do you want to shift your labels?
Do I though? Okay, hold on. Let's have a look at my list. Gotcha. I get one up, one down.
Roger. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stretch for a second.
All right. I think in this case, I would shift mundane down and freak up. Now I'm back to full freak again.
Okie doke.
Oh, honey, you are always a freak.
So, that is it for our character progression. So, let us outro a show, shall we? Let's do a reverse
Ooh.
order of outros. Arkai.
Oh my. Well, thank you everyone for coming in to attend our little superhero high type circumstance here. But for those of you who don't know who I am.
Superhero High was my other
Oh.
show.
Oh, fair enough then. Convenient. Now I'm just going to confuse the entire, the continuity of this universe. It's going to be great. But for those who don't know who I am, Arkai, I am actually a miniatures painter. I can be found on both X and Instagram through Frigid Fae Brushworks. So if you ever need anything done or want to learn or want to, discuss it in any real case whatsoever, you know where to find me.
All right, Cryptid.
Hello, I am Cryptid. You can find me, here. And if you have a time machine, you can find me going to school.
All right. Dice.
Black Cat on most platforms. You can find me here on Thursdays, occasional Wednesdays on the Dinner and a Game, where I'm playing Maple Biscuit, a raccoon, effectively. I'm effectively playing Rocket Raccoon in a game run by Sphinx Akasha. Small mini-series there. And then, except for the month of December, you can find me every other Friday also on the Dinner and a Game, playing some version of Elena Schneider, who was a psychotherapist in a Cyberpunk Red game, but we are kind of switching games because we can. So we're just trying out different systems right now. Currently in Monster of the Week, but the next one, who knows? And then you can also find me. I make dice. And you can find my products at fateandfortunedice.com.
Blackwell, please introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is Blackwell. You're every man in the D&D TTRPG verse. You can find me mainly on the Logomancy channel on our Wednesdays games for the Frontier Adventuring Company, where I play as Grandpa Theo. You can call him your sassy gay uncle or sassy gay grandfather. Either way, he's here to help you and make sure you're making healthy life decisions and, possibly, bridal carry you if you can't just pick yourself off the floor until you flatline yourself, and then he will drop you down promptly. Because we got one child that does that. We will not deal with a fantasy child doing that. You can find me on many platforms under the name Raising Dragon, or if you just look up my name, Blackwell, with the what is it? Is it brackets, abbreviates, whatever the half circle things are? Every man title. Yeah, there we go. Parentheses. Listen, I tried being an English major. It did not work. This is why we did theater. But at any rate,
It was in algebra.
But at any rate, I hope y'all enjoyed the story. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all doing good to this night.
Alrighty, and I am Shortbeard Revelry, aka Rev. I am currently suffering. You can find me currently suffering the aftermaths of leg day yesterday. I really needed to stretch. As for social medias, you can find me on the TikTok. You can find me on Blue Sky, and you can find me on Instagram as either Shortbeard Revelry or Shortbeard.revelry, depending on if they allow you to put dots in your username. Yeah, I'm on all of those, talking about nerdy stuff, talking about whatever the heck comes to my mind. I've been cooking a lot on the TikTok lately. But yeah, I will also be found here. Same bat time, same bat channel for GenMeta. So be sure to tune in next week for our exciting 4th issue. Until then, remember to be kind, be awesome, and no, Hank Green does not work at Target. Bye.